Hey guys, I'm Sen, I'm a 4th year engineer and medical student, and in this video I'm going to give you 5 really good recommendations for new skills that you could pick up whilst getting through this coronavirus quarantine. Although a lot of you will be focusing on your schoolwork and academia and trying to finish off the last bits of your school syllabus, this is nevertheless a really good time to pick up new skills. And even if you just do one of these 5 things, that would be absolutely fantastic. If you haven't yet done so, go follow my Instagram, where you can keep up to date with what I'm up to on a more frequent basis. Right, so the first thing that you should do and that I've been doing is learning a new language. Whether it's French, German, or even coding, which counts as a language, get cracking with it. As well as polishing up my own German, French and Spanish skills, I've been trying to pick up 2 new languages recently, Russian and Sinhalese. Sinhalese is one of the main languages of Sri Lanka, and Russian speaks for itself. I think learning a language is fantastic in preparing you for when you eventually go travelling around the world, hopefully after this coronavirus outbreak. And I recommend using apps like Duolingo, where you can learn in a really interactive manner. I also enjoy using YouTube. There are loads of language channels on YouTube that are fantastic. For example, Get Germanized, and even Quizlet is fantastic for memorizing vocabulary for different languages that you're trying to pick up. So yes, use your time, spend half an hour learning a new language or polishing up a language that you already know. The second thing is read books that you've been meaning to for a long while. Whether it's a classical such as Brideshead Revisited, non-fiction such as How We Die by Sherwin Nuland, or even blockbuster books such as Barbarians at the Gate, sit down with a cup of tea, some biscuits, and spend a good hour or 2 every day in the evening, or even in the morning, or afternoon for that matter, reading your books and get through as many as you can during this period. Once school starts, once work starts, this sort of time won't come again. The third thing you try and pick up is cooking. Now, I've always loved cooking, but for those of you whose skills maybe aren't as good, try and master the basics. Learn how to poach an egg properly. Learn how to master cooking vegetables. Yes, cooking vegetables, there's technique to it, and you can screw it up quite easily. Learn how to cook a steak, how you like it. There are loads of videos on YouTube, and there's a particularly good one by Gordon Ramsay, I believe, that helps you work out how done your steak is whilst you're cooking it. Or simply, just try and make yourself a good cup of tea. Time and time again have I seen people making ridiculous cups of tea where you put a tea bag in and you put the milk in within 10 seconds without letting the tea even brew. So if you do that, quit that and learn how to do it the proper way. Fourth thing that you could try and pick up is starting that project that you've been thinking about for a long time. When I was at school, I started a medical anatomy society, I started our school's medical journal, I had a medical information website, and these are small projects that I did on top of my schoolwork, on top of my musical instrument stuff, on top of my choral singing, on top of my rowing. So now is the perfect time for you to put the groundwork down for a new journal, for a new website, or even for a YouTube channel. Begin working the details out for how you're going to achieve that. Think of a roadmap for the different stages of your project, and don't leave it any later. And the fifth thing that you can try and pick up could be completely random, such as a bit of art, magic, or even exploring further, something like a type of music that you've been interested in but haven't had the time to look into, for example opera. I know that Ali Abdal, an ex-Cambridge student, is a huge fan of magic, and on his channel he's got loads of magic tutorials. There are loads of Bob Ross painting tutorials on YouTube, so there's really no excuse for you to not pick up even one of these different skills. And so hopefully this video has given you some inspiration to get off your backside and pick up something new, because once this quarantine is over, you are going to get back to your daily schedule and you may not have as much time as you do now in your hands. So comment down below what you're going to do and what you're going to pick up, and hopefully we'll have a good conversation. If you haven't yet done so, like I said, do follow me on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys soon in the next video. Bye bye.